100% NUFC, Freddie here from the Southampton channel, The Ugly Inside, and Sharky's asked me to come over here to give you some lowdown on the Saints ahead of your visit on Sunday afternoon. Well, first thing you need to know is that Saints are struggling for goals. 5 goals in the last 7 games in the Premier League, and I'm not sure what it is. Is it the system? Is it the players? Is it the mentality? We're not sure what to put our finger up on at the moment. But, you know, in the box, we've got a couple of options. Gabbiadini and Austin in particular is likely to play on Sunday because Shane Long is probably going to be a doubt for the game against Newcastle. He missed Ireland's game against Wales, only just missed it just before kickoff with a hip injury, so that may carry through to kickoff on Sunday. And he's actually got a fairly decent record against you guys, scoring in the last 2 appearances last time you were in the Premier League. So maybe a big miss for us. Shane Long, high energy, gets behind the last players, but Gabbiadini and Austin absolutely need to step up against your big, tough tackling, bullish defender in Jamal Lascelles. Captain, great leader in my opinion, good player, and should be in line for maybe a good shout for an England call-up. But less said about that. Let's keep to the game. But Sunday afternoon, other players you need to look out for is Mario Lemina, Oriol Romeo, the 2 holding midfielders in the middle of the park. Mario Lemina picking up man of the match against Crystal Palace. Big physical specimen, bouncing players off his shoulder. High energy, great with both feet, carries the ball, and Romeo will be the one to complement him, sit him deep. He will release the ball to Lemina, all the wide positions in Tadic and Redmond, who will like to take a few players on and really give an account of themselves against your fullbacks. So they need to be on the top of their game. But having said that, Redmond maybe not been up to it this season. Tadic has been creating some chances, but needs to get on the score sheet to increase his confidence. So what I would say, I don't think it's going to be a thriller. I believe you guys aren't scoring much goals away from home either. So all the signs do point towards a draw, a 0-0. Hopefully not 0-0, but I'm going to stay confident. And I believe we've got enough in the tank to score a goal. And that's what we need. Just 3 points. Give us some confidence and carry us through to the next couple of games, because we can win those ones as well against West Brom and Brighton. But let us know your thoughts in below. Leave us your comments and make sure you head over to our channel for more Southampton content.
Yes, so thank you, Freddie from The Ugly Inside. He is a Southampton YouTuber. I've already subscribed. Go along and subscribe if you want to know more about the game in terms of the preview of Southampton versus Newcastle this weekend. The fantastic YouTubers. And yeah, he's very right. It's going to be a tough game to call this weekend. Both teams on scoring goals. But you look at Newcastle, we're not expected to score many goals this season because we have got the youngest team in the Premier League with a lot of Championship experience, not more Premier League. We've only got maybe 1 or 2 players with key Premier League experience, whereas you look at Southampton, they're selling a lot of their best players. And you look at Virgil van Dijk, who's probably one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League. He's their centre-back, and is his attitude in it this time round, because he did want to move to Liverpool. He did put a transfer request in, wanting to leave Southampton. That didn't materialise. However, Liverpool are meant to be putting in another bid this January for Virgil van Dijk. Will his mind be on it this weekend against Newcastle? That remains to be seen. And this was the making of Jamal Lascelles, our centre-back, when he played in the 2015-2016 season under Rafa Benitez, when we were getting beat at half-time. There was a lot of squabbles going on in the dressing room. Yamat was punching walls, and he stood up to all the players to say, however lads, you've got to give it everything in this game. And this was the making of Jamal Lascelles, and he's been made captain ever since. He's been given that 6-year contract because he's done well through the Championship, and he's had a good start this campaign as well. And he's definitely one for you Southampton players to be fearing. He's a very good centre-back. He's very well drilled. He does the basics right. And you look at Matt Ritchie as well. He's also going to be a threat for you lot. And you look at Astor as well on the wing. He'll be a threat. Giorgio Shelby can make things happen. And look at Miguel Moreno as well, who we've signed from Borussia Dortmund on loan. He's brilliant as well. Someone to watch out for. And it depends who he starts up front. Hoslu, he did get that deflected goal against Liverpool, which came off Matip, but you'll take it. It doesn't matter how they go in. Will he start him? Will he start Mitrovic, who had a great qualifying for Serbia, who they've qualified for the World Cup? He had a good week for them. Will he start? That remains to be seen. And you look at your team yourselves. You have got a very good team. Virgil van Dijk is going to be hard to get past. We're going to have to try and work the ball a lot quicker than we have. We're going to have to try and create opportunities, try and get Rich on the ball, try and get Atsu into the game, because if you can get them 2 into the game, then he could be a constant threat for you, for us lot, trying to attack your goal. And you've got Romero up front as well. He's a no-nonsense midfielder. He can create opportunities. You've got Tadic alongside him as well, who Ronald Koeman saying when he was your manager. He's got a lot of threat going forward, so we need to be wary of him. And also up front, you've got Gabbiadini as well, who's a great buy. I remember watching him in the League Cup final against Manchester United last season. He was a handful, and I think he could be a handful this weekend. So Jamal Lascelles and Kieran Clark need to be wary of that on our side anyway. And will Shane Long play? He did pick up an injury with was it with Ireland or was it before that? Over the course of the World Cup qualifiers, he didn't play for Republic of Ireland against Wales this week, so that remains to be seen whether or not he'd play. I wouldn't expect him to, judging by your side. And in terms of the scoreline, I think it's going to be a tough game. I would be happy with a draw, but you've got to be optimistic. I'd like to think we can go there and win 1-0. If we can do that against Swansea, like we did a few games ago, then of course we can get 3 points. But again, I would be happy with a draw. So yeah, I'm going to go for a 1-0 Newcastle win. I couldn't care who scores, to be perfectly honest with you, as long as we score goals. And you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think the score is going to be. And if you do get the correct scoreline right, I'll give your channel a mention in the Southampton versus Newcastle match review on Sunday or Monday when that video comes out. And yeah, thank you very much, The Ugly Inside, for coming on my channel. I really appreciate it once again. And don't forget to subscribe to his channel, subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to follow all my links down below in the description for the social media, Twitter and Instagram. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all later. Peace out.